Test. Hello.
And we'll test on the volume here, guys. If you can let me know if you can hear me, that would be very appreciated. We are finally live. CCS BC Championships. We're live out of Lakeside Resorts in Penticton, British Columbia. And just let us know if you can hear the volume. That would be great. Sounds good. Perfect.
Can anybody hear mine?
Perfect. Thanks, guys. Welcome to it. Smash that share button. We are starting it off right here. CCS BC Championship, Stephen Holem versus Richard M. Not sure of his last name. And they have just started up. So Stephen Holem wins the first game. Stephen's got to race to 7. Richard has to race to 5. It is a handicap entry for the 9-ball. And I found out Richard's last name, but I couldn't pronounce it even if I wanted to. Marky Wicks, something like that. Brady, thanks for tuning in, back from Arizona. So these are 7-foot tables. A little bit of a change from the 9-foot diamonds that we were, or was it 9-foot diamond? Yeah, it was. 9-foot diamonds that we were on in Phoenix, Arizona. These are 7-foot valley tables. Is Ben with you? Nope. Ben is back in Calgary. It's his son's birthday this weekend. So he's hung back in Calgary to spend the weekend with his little guy. Can't say that I blame him. And if I had to be a betting man, I would say Stephen Holem is out here. No issues to deal with at all. The one that was on the table, he just took care of.
Test.
There's Ryan.
Should be working now, I think. Yep.
Ryan's got his headset on. So it is myself and the one and only Ryan Epp sitting in with me. We'll be live here all week, right up until end of day Sunday. Fargo, North Dakota checking in. How you doing, Craig? Lou, what's going on? New Jersey's in the house. Phoenix City, Alabama. Thanks for checking in again, Ken. And smash it up, guys. We are starting this one off in the right way. It is Stephen Holem at the table. Richard M. I'm going to stick with that because I can't pronounce that last name. Joey, what's going on? Just shared across 5 different pool groups. Perfection. Thank you. So Stephen Holem, one of the master teams, or one of the members of the master team. I believe they won this last year. They came back to defend their title. So on his team, Ben Francis, who is missing, he's back in Calgary. Jonathan Pay-Pompey, Mark Vinogradov, Eric Vargas. Who am I missing?
Joe Spence.
Joe Spence. They are here. Absolutely, Ken. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in.
It's another one for Stephen.
Another one for Stephen.
Oh,
Takes a 2-0
well,
lead, so
that's
he
a
covers
handicap.
the covers the spot, which is ultimately what you do want to do when you're playing in a handicap tournament. Cover the spot right away. Now it is evened up. It is a race to 5. And I believe it is 9-ball, and then singles play, I think, starts tonight.
The my standard bracket does. Yeah, so I play at 9.
I don't play until tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m., so I will be on the microphone a lot today. Washington State checking in. Yeah, great numbers.
317 might be better, but
Yeah, anytime we can get into the 300, 400, 500, even up into the thousands.
we just need lots of you guys clicking that share button.
Absolutely. So lots of things going on in this one. We've got 9-ball, we've got scotch doubles, we've got singles, we've got teams. We got it all on this run. John, my last name is spelled Zemp, or said Zemp, spelled Z-E-M-P or Z-E-M-P, depending on which side of the border you fall on.
Yep.
And Ken, yes, these are the small tables, 3.5 by 7 Valley bar boxes.
That was a nice break by Richard there, but
Yeah, kind of got unlucky to not see that 2-ball because it's a wide open table. He does have the option here to push out.
just don't push into a jump shot against Stephen.
You don't want that. That guy knows how to use a jump cue.
Very well.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your first name, so I'm going to say Tran. This thing is one of my favorites, is the CCS Penticton tournament. It's one of my favorites throughout the year that we get to travel to. Penticton's weather not anywhere close to what it was in Phoenix, but not as bad as what it is back in Calgary. So we're hovering around -8 at night to 0 + 2 during the day. Absolutely. The pockets on these tables are really, really forgiving. So Stephen on the 2-ball here. 2 going to cut that into the top left-hand corner, heading to the 4-ball. Might smash into that 7-ball. Get back up on top for the 4-ball. Although with Valley tables, it's a little bit harder to control the juice on these. Oh,
or fire for the 9-ball.
Fires at that 9-ball.
Slashing.
Nice effort.
Slashing.
So it is a race to the 6 here. Sophia, perfect. Thank you, Sophia. So that leaves Richard at the table. The only shot I see for him here is the bank shot. And if you can bank this with some bottom left, you'll end up underneath the 4-ball, put the 4 to the right-hand table. Just a little bit short. So that'll leave Stephen on for the 4-ball. Might be a little bit of a challenge. Well, he's got a little bit of an angle there, so he may just roll up on this if he can hold the angle. If not, he'll go around a couple of rails, give himself an angle on the 4-ball. And it looks like he's going to go around a couple of rails. Angle it out on the 4. 4 into the top right, 1 back across, put the 5 into the same pocket. And if he can manage that, he will be on the 6. The 6-9 is pretty much wired.
Almost from anywhere on the table.
Wired to go. Nice shot. Put the 5 in the same pocket.
Although he's
That's all right. He can go
spin around it.
2 ways, 2 rails around, or put some check on it. Looks like he's going 2 rails around. Oh,
Or
straight
straight
draw
back.
out. Yeah, that will also work. And good afternoon, Mr. Orzel. How are you? And with that break, guys, we'll put up one of our sponsors here. It is Karma Tattoo, based out of Burnaby, British Columbia. They've got tattooing, they've got piercings, they've got even microblading. Give them a shout. Check out their website. They do some amazing work if you're looking to get in and get some tattoo work done or piercings, so on and so forth. Make sure you give them a call.
And Patrick is a fellow pool player. He's at the tournament
He's
here.
actually
Yeah.
at the tournament here. They have just about every type of media that you could get. They have the website, they've got Facebook, they've got Twitter, they've got it all. Go ahead and check them out. Steven back at the table, ready to grip it and rip it.
See if he tries to destroy the rack here again.
I would think he's going to put some mustard on this. Not as much
hard.
as
No,
he
he took
normally
off.
does, but still a smash. He'll end up good on the 1 ball. And 1 to the 3, fairly natural. Burnaby, British Columbia, just outside of Vancouver.
Suburb of Vancouver, pretty much.
It is. What is the pre-requirements for this tournament? In the singles 9 ball, there really isn't. If you're not a member of the CCS League, anybody can join. You come and pay your sanctioning fee, which I believe is $50.
$50.
Pay the entry fee, and you can be in it to win it.
That's, yeah, singles 8 ball and 9 ball.
That's right. In the team events, you do have to be a member with weeks in. Nice little controlled shot there from Steven.
Yeah.
Gets in good on the 4-7 combination.
I think it's 6 weeks in league, a CCS league or ACS league to qualify to play.
Right. Nigel says it's Burnaby, not Barnaby. Spelling mistake on my end. I'll get that fixed up. My fingers were faster than my brain, I guess.
Yep.
Did that up in a hurry. I would have to agree, Edward. It's kind of like what you would see on a casino floor. They want to drive your eyes from not looking at the floor. Yes, they are affiliated. CCS, ACS. It'll be the American Q Sports south of the border, Canadian Q Sports north of the border.
And we will be down in Vegas streaming that championship in
Certainly
May.
will. Brad Haydu, what's going on, brother? I wish you were a first-time viewer, but you're not.
Yeah, first time today.
First time today, absolutely. And guys, if you are just joining in, help Ryan and I out. Smash that share button.
And while we're waiting for the rack, here's another one of our sponsors, Mike Burton Home Team. If you guys are in the Calgary area looking to buy, sell, looking for a mortgage, these are the guys to talk to.
Absolutely.
And
They are also pool players.
Mike and Mike, yeah, very good players, top end master players.
You bet. If you've seen them at all down in Vegas, their team is Team Spain Ola. Paulie, what's happening, brother? And just curious if there is any real first-time viewers here on Q Sports Live. If you are a first-timer, let us know. Let us know. We'll give you a shout-out on the stream. Brad Haydu is actually sitting behind me saying, "Yeah, come on, I am a first-time viewer," when I know darn well he's not. Yeah, first-time attending viewer, but even that's not true. That's true for David Wilson. First-time attending viewer watching Q Sports Live at the same time. Hey, thanks, Gail. Much appreciated. Like they say, sharing is caring.
Richard needs to get lucky with a 9 ball here or something.
Yeah. Brody first-time viewer, thanks for tuning in. Tony Gustin, I believe. Yeah, Mike, that was that was a lot of talking. Ben and I don't think there was a minute of silence. That was some pretty awesome pool. Bethany put on an absolute display of banking ability. Phenomenal shooter. So that is probably going to be her last.
She's in
first
Division
and
One,
last
yep.
Division 2 tournament that she'll be able to play in the NAPT. So pay attention for her. I have a funny feeling you're going to see her in the Division 1 championship. So she'll get invites to every one of them this year. I believe there is 5 ladies tours already announced for the year. They'll be in Chicago a couple of times, Montreal, Sacramento, California. That is their handicap. You got it, Brody. And Brody, for yourself and anybody else that is new to Q Sports Live, first off, we welcome you. Thanks for tuning in. If you do want to follow along with Q Sports Live in the future, very, very simple to do. Go onto our Facebook page or our YouTube page. Hit either the like or the subscribe button. By doing so, each and every time that we go live, you will be notified. You'll have the option to join in on the stream again. And it'll be as easy then as what it was today. Point and click easy, no forms to fill out, and nothing to pay for.
Yeah, and just another note on that. Just make sure you've clicked the like button, not just the follow.
Yes.
Because with the like, we do some promotions and everything. You'll see everything on the page. The follow, you'll just get notified when we go live.
Hey, Ron, happy birthday. Thanks for tuning in. We much appreciate it on your birthday. Yeah, I would agree with you, Mike. She put on an absolute amazing display, not only of banking ability, just all around. Great sportsmanship. Her fundamentals were absolutely flawless. And for anybody, again, that is new that didn't get to see that, once you subscribe on either of those, be it the Facebook or YouTube, you'll have access to our archives as well. There's probably 1,500 different streams in there, but those are the ones NAPT out of Bull Shooters, in Phoenix, Arizona. An absolutely amazing display of talent.
Yeah, and I got to go back and watch that. I saw 1 or 2 games, but didn't get watch the whole thing.
Your cat's on. What's your cat's name? We'll give her a shout out, or he a shout out as well. She did. She was having a great time. Smile on her face, dancing around. She had an absolute blast. And for her to be able to put on that kind of a display in her first ever big tournament, that is major kudos to whoever is her coach or whoever she is taking lessons from. Look at that shot. What a shot.
Nice.
Unbelievable. If Ryan had that replay going, we would have looked at that again.
Well, we could have. If you're on YouTube, you can go back and look at it again.
Yeah, maybe we'll add the replay just in case we get to see
a repeat of that.
A repeat of that for sure. Absolutely, Stanley. Go up, introduce yourself to Joanne Ashton. She is a fellow Calgarian. We go live from her pool hall in Calgary, the hidden spot. Indigo, thanks for tuning in with Papa Edward.
Is that 5 for Stephen? Yeah. Just gonna go.
A very rare break by Mr. Halem there. So that'll bring Richard to the table, shooting at the 1 ball. Only shot, well, there's a couple of shots, I guess. You could try to bank that long rail into the top right. You can play a little bit of spin on that cue ball with left hand, maybe put the 5 ball in. I might suggest playing safe myself. Just chip off the right side of that. Just take the paint off it, send the cue ball back down table underneath where that 4-2-9 is. That works also. Bring that one ball right onto the rail, hide behind the 8 ball. Great shot. Joe Elliott, what's happening? Romeo, yes, Stephen Halem is going to head down and play in the U.S. Open.
We now have a live replay.
That's perfect. Now when Stephen comes out with shots like that, or anybody else, we can go back and give you the live replay. What a great shot. A little bit of left-hand check side on that cue ball, one rail. Got into the 1 ball.
Richard's got a really easy safe off the 1 down in behind the 2-9.
He might just light it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works as well. Hey, good morning, Pete. Afternoon where we're from. Almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, but thanks for tuning in all the way from Adelaide, Australia. So same type of shot from Stephen here. Again, a little bit of left-hand check siding, go back up, make some contact with the 1 ball, and really swung at it. Might have overhit that a little bit.
Yeah, a little unlucky to roll straight down past that.
Yeah, it really was a little bit unlucky for sure. So that'll give Richard ball in hand here. If it was me at the table, I'm just going to take the 1 into the top right-hand corner. Either a stun shot or a little bit of draw, take that 2-3 combination. But when you shoot that combination, you got to be very, very careful of the speed and the weight that you put on that.
Where that 2 ball ends up.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And then the 4-7 combination, that can be a little bit tricky because it is off angle. So might play safe on that shot. Adelaide is a beautiful place. Never been there. However, if there's ever any big events down in Adelaide, Australia, we know how to jump planes. We could come and do it.
12 or 16-hour flight or whatever it is.
I'm all right with that.
I don't know. 16 hours without a smoke, you might be.
That's all right. I can do it.
Crawling coming off of there.
I probably would be. That's all right.
Yeah.
It would be made up for by being in Adelaide, Australia.
You'd have to get the patch or something for that flight.
I might, but I'd figure out a way. We would make it happen. Mr. Pittman, how are you, buddy? So we'll see what he does here to get to this 4 ball. Plays up on top. I think that's the smartest shot. So again, same type of thing here. This one's a little bit off angle here with this 4-7 combination. So really got to be vigilant with what you do with the cue ball here. That really was very interesting, Rick. A lot of no-rail fouls that the players missed. But I think once you kind of got deeper into that draw, they were hyper focused. And sometimes when you get that focused, you do miss things like that. Mama Sharon, how are you?
Might be Friday. Friday
It'll
night
probably, so for anybody that was tuned in through the NAPT event, at the end of that, I was absolutely blasted tired. So I did ask Ted and Rick if they minded if we waited until we came here. There is a club here that more lends itself to that kind of activity. So Ryan will go live on Friday night at some point.
On just off of my phone.
Just off his cell phone, and I'll be cutting it up on Friday night.
See if we can get some Some backup dancers up there with you.
Yeah, I heard Mark Mapatak might pass it off to me.
Yeah.
He'll be up there cutting it up with me. So Richard looking good here. One cut down, natural shape. I might hit this with just a touch of draw. Sorry about the autofocus there. We'll try and get that corrected on the next time we shut down. 23-hour flight. Oh. I might go stir crazy with that, but just to go down and do a live stream out of Adelaide, Australia, I would do it. Nice shot there from Richard. Pretty much a hit and a stick here for the 8. 9 ball to the top left. Yeah. Get the popcorn ready. It'll be a lot of fun.
He looked like Jumpin' Willie there.
A little bit, yeah. He's a fairly animated player, but that's all right. So long as the ball goes to the hole you intend,
Yeah.
or in 9 ball, it doesn't matter. As long as it finds a hole, you're good.
No, that's your fault for going out of Saskatchewan.
Yeah. So for Richard, gets himself on the board with the pot of this 9 ball. It's there. What's going on, Todd? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Todd. So this we will have coming hopefully before Niagara Falls. We'll have these in our hands talking to Richard.
Yep.
So if you guys are in Niagara, come try one of these things out.
I'll tell you what, the T3 jump break cue, about as good as it gets. Hits like the BK Rush, jumps like the IQ that we keep toting about, but half the price of just a BK Rush. They'll come in roughly at $475 USD plus shipping. We do have a little bit of a special deal on those through Q Sports Live. If you are looking for one, message the page. We'll get back to you with exactly what our special deal is. But they are every bit as good as what we tell you they are, and hit like a Mack truck.
Oh, it's crazy. You just a medium stroke on your brake and the balls just explode.
Absolutely. What's going on, Steve? How are you? Richard tries to use the body English to keep that cue ball out of there. However, that's going to bring Steven to the table, ball in hand. 1 to the 2, going to be a little bit of a challenge, but I don't see it being much of one for Steven. I think he's going to pot this to the bottom right and then use some bottom left-hand draw to go beyond the 5 ball, use the juice to spin the rail. He'll head up for the 2 ball, put that to the top left. Wants to have a little bit of angle on this, though. Doesn't want to get straight. Hurry up.
If he freezes,
he's perfect.
Good,
yeah, he's good there. I would imagine that he will either go corner. 2 options. You can slow roll this in, take the cut on the 3 ball, or overdo it a little bit. You'll have the 3 to the right-hand side pocket. Kenny, thanks for tuning in from Vancouver. You're a hop, skip, and a jump away from where we're at.
Jump in the car. You can be here by 7 o'clock.
Absolutely. So elects to go overcook it a little bit. Gets 3 into the side. He may play into the 6 ball here. Give himself shape on the 4 ball. No, straight draw. Playing it careful. Hey, you bet, Todd. One rail, wants to be fairly straight here. Nice little drawback, 6 into the side pocket. Can stun it in there, go up and back. Or slam it in.
Force for the
with
side
some
or
force
the corner.
on that, yeah. That'll put 6 ball into the top right with a little bit of a draw, maybe even 1 rail. Give himself the 7 ball in the bottom left. From there, it is pretty much like shooting fish in a barrel. Johnny, thanks for tuning in. Birmingham, Alabama. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Alabama.
Alabama.
You got to get that southern drawl when you say Alabama. Will we be showing any of the ladies at all? We're going to have such a mixed bag. You're going to get to see a little bit of everything. We, again, don't have any control as to who gets put onto the stream. It is pretty much whatever they give us. And this will put Stephen on the hill. You know it, Steve. That was probably one of the best Division II ladies that I've ever been to. That was awesome. And let me tell you, it wasn't just Beth, right? She kind of gets the attention because she won it, but there were an unbelievable amount of ladies that really, really brought the heat.
That was a full field of what was it, 32?
64.
64, okay.
64 ladies in that event, and one of the things that Ben and I picked up on right away was how really, really good their basic fundamentals were. But if you were to take a picture of what you want to be basic fundamentals-wise, it would have been a picture of Beth. They were absolutely flawless. Yeah, finally got the internet connected, so we are rocking and rolling.
Actually, it turned out to be an awesome connection here, so.
Yeah. You won't have a glitch of nothing.
Up the stream rate and quality-wise, and
yeah.
so we normally require about an 8 megabyte per second upload. We got 98 here.
Yeah. Should not be an issue at all. So with a ball on that break, I'll tell you what.
Can't sit any better than the way it's sitting here.
I'm gonna be a betting man and say that Mr. Halem is out here. That really was a really, really good ladies tournament, Brian. Nice little draw with some right-hand spin there. Puts himself perfect. 2 ball stun, 3 to the side, 4 to the top left, 5 obviously into the top right-hand corner. He'll come out 1 rail, 6 to the top, bottom left. The 6 to the 8 is going to be the tester. Yeah, Gail, you got it. Those ladies showed absolute nothing but heart and great sportsmanship all weekend long. It really was, Todd. And hey, listen, we thank you for coming all the way up there. Todd, for the regular viewers, he's always on, always supporting us here at Q Sports Live. Himself and Tim took a 4.5-hour drive just to come up and meet us. So we thank you. He sat in with me as a guest there for a little bit. So 6 ball into the bottom left-hand corner, 1 rail back up for the 8, and depending on which way he wants to go, straight back, or go 2 rails, or check with right hand. Shooter's choice in this scenario. Just wants to give himself a look here. So straight up and down, and gets nothing but perfect on the 8 ball. A little bit of angle.
So he can draw this out.
Yeah, he'll draw this out 1 or 2 rails and play last pocket with the 9 ball. Checking in from H-Town, Texas. What's going on, Juan? Thanks for tuning in. Kim did play really, really well. You can't take anything away from her game. She did really, really great. Again, showed a lot of heart. Never gave up.
That's going to be it for
for a little bit.
Here,
Stephen kind of took that down in a heartbeat. Wasted no time getting through that match. Looks like the next matches are scheduled for 4 o'clock.
Unless they got some B-side coming over
let's
here.
Take a look. 3 o'clock.
2 p.m., 3.
So those have already started.
14.
It is going to be 4 o'clock before the next matches are up and running. So roughly 48 minutes from now, guys, Want to thank everybody for tuning in, and on behalf of myself and Mr. Ryan Epp and the rest of the Q Sports Live staff, thanks again for tuning in. We will be back in a very quick 48 minutes from now with the next matches on the line. Appreciate everybody tuning in here, guys. We'll catch you back here in about 48 minutes from now. We'll see you guys then.